Hello lovelies, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Raina Bello, and if you're coming across this face for the first time, hello, nice to have you on here. Please kindly like, share and subscribe. Thank you. So today I would be going straight into business. I do not want to make a lengthy video. I know I say this all the time and then I still end up so yeah, I'm going to tell a story today. Short story, make a quick point, and yeah, would be done. So today I want to talk about two friends, just instances about life, and these are not like made up stories, like things that I actually sort of saw happen to people, like real people. So straight into the story. Let's say we've got two friends, yeah, two ladies. Let's say lady one and lady two. Yeah, lady one happens to be in a living situation with an unmarried partner, like boyfriend, to make things a lot more clearer. Based off of a single girl, got a job on the island, family stays on the mainland, she needed accommodation, and let's just assume or say definitely we know for a fact that a salary at the time could not afford her an accommodation on the island, so she had to manage with a boyfriend. Now Mr. Boyfriend, very crazy toxic guy, mean, overbearing, just name it, manipulative, narcissistic, treats her like crap, and he covers it all up with something along the lines of my roof, my rules, just generally crazy, not so nice guy. So that's lady one. Then there's lady two. Lady two happens to work in the same office as lady one. That's what we're calling them, right? Yeah, lady one and lady two, yeah. So one fateful afternoon, lady one and lady two just talking over lunch at work and just talking about their experiences. Lady two casually mentions that, she's moved in with a boyfriend not too long. Great guy, amazing guy, awesome on every levels. Like, she couldn't have asked for any better. Like, he's just so great, so caring. She's got access to like everything that he owns. Literally, his spoils are dirty, spoils are silly, takes good care of her. And lady one was like, girl, been there, done that, and maybe still dealing with that shit. So lady one was trying to tell her that, girl, that's to tell lady two, you just moved in with him, that's why it's being all nice. I have been there. These men are not like that all the way. This is what my story has been. This is what I have been through. This is what I am dealing with. And she was just, saying all these things to lady two, like, get your bags and leave while the water still seems calm. But lady two would not have any of it. She was like, girl, my man, it's giving me the best experience ever. And my story is not your story. My experience is not your experience, girl. And from my experience, my guy is a great guy and I'm sticking, like, literally. And she just, continues to go on and on about how great our guy is and just insists that, your story is not my story. Two different experiences and I'm sticking with mine. So lady one, goes like, you know what? I hope I don't have to put it in your face like I told you so. I hope you don't come back crying to me, because this is what it is. Several months down the line, several months down the line, both girls dealing with all the happenings in their relationships. This girl number two, this lady two, you remember that the first lady warned us sternly because she had an experience prior to our own situation. Warned her, told her, but what did she do? She ignored the warnings. She told her months down the line, months down the line, our lady number two now had to face the reality of her situation. That guy, that great guy, that awesome guy, that wonderful guy that she wouldn't let us hear word about. Yes, he eventually showed her like what she was looking for. She found it. Yes, now. Do you know what he did to her? He married her. He wifed her. He put a ring on it, and they built a beautiful life together. They're living a beautiful life together with their own kids. I know you're expecting to hear that he just turned to a monster overnight and he broke her into tiny little bits like debris. No. They built a beautiful life together. They're living a beautiful life together. Now back to lady number one. Lady number one, with her scone boyfriend, had to, with the help of family and friends, eventually find her way out of that toxic joke of a relationship that she was in, that she was trapped in. What am I trying to say? Let me put this out there first. You see, relationships here, I am no expert. I'm not trying to be a therapist right now. But when it comes to a man, you know, I read this book where I read about something along the lines of when a man's left lobe is fully developed, you know, his core years of training are well gone by, and he is what he is, just what he is. He is who he is. You can't change him. You know that word that we used to say when we were much younger, impossible. You think that man that is showing you shaggy is going to change in marriage? What is your answer? Impossible. That's it can't possible. You are deceiving yourself. You are deceiving yourself. Impossibility can never be possible. Because you see, that relationship is not a joke. It's not some sort of rehearsal or whatever. That is it, type shit. You're saying what is going to be like for the rest of your life. Yes. You know, relationship is like that tasting. Like you say, Abuki, when you want to buy suya, you say, Abuki, give me taste now. Before you now decide that you want to buy suya 3,000, suya 5,000. That tasting, that's a relationship. So if you have tasted the suya, if you taste the suya and it's tasting sour or spoiled or rotten meat, will you go ahead and buy? So why is it that you're in a relationship where they are beating you? Like when somebody is beating talking drum. People that are even beating talking drum are even more careful with the drum self. Or you, they are just doing you paka like scrambled eggs. And you say what? You see, you will change, you will this. You're about to say, I know shame. I didn't pity you. Your pity didn't do me. Honestly, because you're doing yourself. Now, what am I trying to bring out of all of this story? Two people, same situation, different outcome. Eventually, there's no manual to life. There's no manual to life. So it now brings me to the point of discernment and ability to be logical. Because sometimes life is just luck. Because again, who says the guy that has been acting great cannot face one difficulty? You know, there's this thing with men, like, you know, when they're broke or they're just going through a downtime, they can just, you know, zone out. They can just, it's like a twitch in their head and just switch personas. Well, you know, a great guy is a great guy because his core is a great guy. So even if there's going to be one or two, that's the thing about life. Crazy stuff about life. The unforeseen hands that can just be dealt us at any time. And you can only just pray and hope that, you know, whatever life is dealing you is something great and you don't get to be thrown into temptations that you can't get past. I do tell my friends, I say life is not white and black. It's not just yes and no. It's not just good and bad. Life comes in all these different shades of colors. Something can be good now in this situation, in situation A, and be bad in situation B. Something can be bad in situation A and be good in situation B. Sometimes life is just funny. And then what do you do in these situations? Discernment. I want to talk about another instance. Two girls. One is a 9 to 5er. Let's say Lady A and Lady B. Lady A is a 9 to 5er, works hard, does everything. She's got a business on the side, just working her ass off. And she's got a bubble. The best he has to offer is the activities in the other room. And to just, smother her with words like, oh, you're so beautiful. You're so gorgeous. Even with her black eye and all the wrinkles that are already lining up her eyes at a very, very young age out of excess stress, because it can't contribute anything to actually make her life a lot more easier. But, it's good with and she's matized. He has matized her in the other room. So she's not even thinking straight. She's like, he loves me, he sees all the sweet things, yada yada. Covers up. Excuse me. And then there's Lady B. Lady B is an Instagram slay mama. Not necessarily a baddie, or maybe a baddie, I don't know, but she's just a chill chick. She's, she believes she deserves everything in the world. Even the things she cannot afford herself, she puts a facade up front if she has to, just to let you see that this babe is not the one that you want to play with. And this girl with this energy starts to attract all these, influential guys, really great guys that take care of her, will do anything to meet her needs, and just spoil her silly. And start to think, this life, see this one working hard, doing everything, and what she got is this moron of a bubble that is probably just living off of her. And then there's this girl that only puts her pretty moments online, and it's got all the guys going crazy in her DM. Just a crazy story of life. Now, I'm not trying to put to appraise one lifestyle over the other. No, I'm a 9 to 5er. I've got a business. I do YouTube as well. I do all of it. My point here is, you could do everything right and still be dealt a hand that is unnice. And in that moment, what do? I'm not trying to provide a solution to anything or to, hack life and it's craziness. No. Maybe all I got is a suggestion, Maybe I just want to give my own opinion on what I think on this subject matter. You want to hear it? Okay, I'll tell you. First thing is, do not make other people's lives a yardstick to measure the things happening in your own life. Do not make other people's lives a yardstick to measure the things happening in your life. Don't do that. Don't do it, girl. No. Instead, why don't you look inward and assess the situation? Because you experience your life firsthand, of course. So why don't you look inward and assess what is happening with you and deal with it accordingly? Look at that situation and say, what do I do? What do I do? And when I say discernment, I mentioned earlier discernment and being logical. Discernment is knowing what to do. How do you know that this is what you're supposed to do? There's knowing what to do and there's doing the right thing to do. Like, A friend of mine posted on her status that working hard is not doing the hard things, is working on the right thing, knowing what to work on. You're in a mess. Okay, how do I get out of this mess? Relatively to yourself, okay, this is what I want to do. No emotions, nothing. You know that, okay, this is a plausible decision that I have come to. If I add this 1 plus 1, it's going to be 2. Not snorkel. Okay, just joking. But you want to be sure that, okay, this thing that you want to do, this decision that you've come to, it's a plausible one that you have come to. Like, okay, if I do this and do this, this is the results. Like, literally think like a man. You know how people used to say women make emotional emotions, and then men make logical emotions. That logical emotions that men make, go. Can't you see that they are the ones that are the provider? We say patriarchy, we say these ones. What is it? How is it that they think that make them make these decisions? Like, they see the problem and they straight, just attack it head on. That's what you gotta do as a girl as well. In certain situations, I have been in a situation, there's something that happened to me that, I made a decision. And then at the moment, it brought me peace. But it was a very short-term peace that it brought me, because it wasn't a plausible, it wasn't a calculative decision. The 1 plus 1 did not add up to 2. And I had to deal with the consequences of that for a very long time. So life can be crazy. And I made that decision out of the fact that, I was trying to do right, to be a good person, to, perceived in the best of sense. But that didn't go down well. Because in the midst of wanting to see, there's a part of the Bible that I saw. It would interest you, where the Bible says, I have seen a righteous man perish in that righteousness, and a wicked man prolong his life in his wickedness. The Bible also says, do not be overly wise. Like, do not be overly wise, because it would lead you down the lane of destruction, and at the same time, do not be foolish. Do not be overly wise, and at the same time, do not be a fool. So there's the issue of balancing here. Sometimes when you see something, it could be like, say, a bottle of water. Just look at this bottle of water and be like, is this just a bottle of water, or is there more to it? Do you get? Sometimes there's the literal sense to a thing, and there's the contextual part to it. You got to know what you're dealing with. You just gotta know, because life, you could do everything right. I've heard people talk about how, a girl has been like such a good girl all her life, a virgin, yada yada, and all this stuff all her life. And then one day, maybe somebody invites her to a party. I don't know if this is real or it's folklore, but it's something that I've heard happen to people a lot, and I think it is real. At my age, I should be able to tell that these things can happen. And just that one night, meets somebody, probably loses her virginity, gets pregnant, becomes a single mother overnight. Or worst case scenario, get infected with some incurable disease. Crazy. And then there's that girl that does everything crazy. Yada yada. This, that. And nothing. Somehow. My god sister was telling me about, how she ran into an old friend from university, and, she saw her with her kid, and they got talking. And apparently this girl that used to be like crazy wild in the university, that was like, baddest of the baddest, was already, happily married, doing so good for herself, married well, married fine, into a high profile family in the society. Like, it's not every time that All those Urishirishida, Genevieve, and all them bodies of back then acts in Nollywood. That is not necessarily, it's not every time that is the reality of life. I mean, those happen as well. And then there are some that, because my god sister that was a good girl, good girl, was still struggling to put two and two together with her humble lover boy to even throw a distant wedding at the time. I mean, they're doing well now for themselves as well, but crazy how life can be. So I know this video is already lengthy. I do not want to say more than this, except for the fact that, the spirit of discernment, plausible decisions, be logical, and most importantly, look out for yourself. And also, let me just chip this in, do not take advice from people that you do not want to look like, that you do not admire. Be careful. You look at a person and you can just see, what you can see is a strain of silly decisions. So just let them know where, and you're taking advice from that person, you're doing yourself. So look out for you. I tell people, when people tell you, okay, I think you should do this, take it as under advisement, like it's an advice, it's not an instruction. Okay, thank you, I should do A instead of B. Okay, thank you. Then you go weigh properly. You also have sense. The person that is giving you advice does not have two heads. I mean, some people are smarter than some, but you gotta know that, okay, for real, this person that you're talking to, asking to help you out of certain situation, ask what it takes intellectually to actually, advise you. So before I do a 20-something minutes video, I'd like to drop the mic here. And, I'm putting it out there again. I'm going to say it again and again and again. Look out for yourself. Sometimes the right decisions can be tough. Toughen up and make those tough decisions and just, look out for you. If you have to bear the pain for a minute and just hold on to the hope of the greater good, just look out for yourself and do what you gotta do. I am not saying, go rogue or turn crazy, but I'm saying realize seasons in life and understand them as well. Yeah, I think that's the last thing I'll say for today, like on this episode. So yeah, I gotta go. See you in my next one. Bye. Love you guys.